Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. Oh, that's great. If you got negative income, you can't do it. Even though it doesn't cost any money, it still won't let you do any landscaping if you're on negative monies. So we need to run this over this way. I will load up the milk that I can get, and also, as soon as we've done this bit, there we go, right. Load you up. There's 25,000 litres in there. There's not much more than 25,000 in for the pen. Yeah, we got like another 500 litres. So I'm not going to worry about getting any more in there. The other things are full of milk already, so I'm just going to take this straight to the bottled milk plant, and we're going to leave it there. And I've got a feeling that the bottled milk plant is giving us 25,000 litre pallets. We will know tomorrow what's happening with this one. Whether or not it's going to just not produce pallets or what. So you've got 16,000 litres. Yeah, this is bugging me. That should be producing pallets. Because it's bottles of milk. Right? It should just produce pallets. It should be fine. Well, I had a look in the just in the shop to see if there was something else that I needed to do, but I don't think there is. So that should just spawn it out. Why aren't you working? I don't want to sell. There's nothing to... Unless I got to set it to distributing. I want to put that on distributing a second. And then I'm going to... Because distributing happens on the hour. So we'll go on the hour and then we'll take a look. So let's just bring that down a bit. There, right, we'll have a look here. Distributing. Is it going to distribute to anywhere else? Right. That hasn't distributed to anywhere else, and we've gone well past. So it's not distributing that is holding us up, which means that I want to change that back to spawn. I've very clearly, for some reason, I know that I set some versions of this factory to higher capacity pallets, so maybe I've made a mistake and they're all set on that or something. I don't know, but... yeah, whatever reason, it's doing that. This one here has got flour, 12,000 litres of flour in there. So we're getting from the mill over here, we're getting our... Okay, we now have absolutely nothing in the mill. We had some flour distributed over to here, and we had some to some other places as well. So the cows over this way, we have got 10,000 litres of food right now. We got 2,000, the food doesn't matter, it's the slurry. We've got 72,000 litres, and we've also got a little bit of manure in there as well. The food we're not going to worry about just yet. I want to run them down a little bit further, and then I'll get in the mixed feed. So we'll go to here first, and we'll fill that one up. That's all of the manure that I can take, 20,000 litres. I thought I had more than that. Oh, maybe I was reading the wrong thing. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to take this. I was actually supposed to put this over with these, and I nearly almost forgot. We're going to bring this in here, and we're going to put 5,000 litres into each one first. So that goes into there, and then that grape one right here, it does, it's this one. It takes 5 litres of manure for each one. It does 48 cycles a month, and that gives 64. So it's well, 50, like 250 litres. So I'm not going to actually need to go and top this one up for a really, really long time. Several months. We'll need to keep a little bit of an eye on it just to make sure that it doesn't like completely run out or anything. But we're just not going to need to worry about it. The only thing that we're going to want to do is eventually get rid of those and then update them so that we've got the big versions, and then we can have multiple numbers of the big versions once the big versions are ready. My concern right now is this bottled milk plant. I'm very concerned about this bottled milk plant. Like, that is how we're supposed to be making a vast sum of money, and if we can't make a vast sum of money from it, what are we going to do? I don't like this at all. It's making me very nervous. Now, I can take that and put that in there, so then we start to get a little bit of money coming in from that one. I'm going to just leave this trailer over here for a second. I'm going to want to use that again to move more silage and hay around in a bit. For a second, I'm going to go to this one here, and we're going to go and move some slurry from the cattle pen over to this side. So I think I said I had 77,000 litres of the stuff. That needs to go into the biogas plant. Now, the only problem we've got with slurry is that you've got to go all the way up to here to be able to load it. And you can't get out of here very easily. Well, we can just. We've got just enough room to be able to turn around there. But when we've got a lot more cows in there, we're going to be wanting, although we'll actually have a different vehicle to be able to do that. So it should be absolutely tickety-boo. We should have no problems with that whatsoever. So I'll bring you in here. Now, the one thing that I have found with this is you can't just sit there and now reload with digestate, which is a little bit of a jolly nuisance. You've got to drive out of the trigger and then drive back into the trigger to be able to do it. And it doesn't really matter which way round it is. You just can't do it in one fell swoop. You've got to go through twice. So we bring that one around here. And keep it in tight because the trigger for this one is in fairly tight to it. Then I can unload the digestate there. I'm going to bring this one over here again, and I'll just be ready to deal with digestate next time round. So bring you over to there and unhitch that one. And I am going to want to put fertilizer on our fields. Like, we've got all those fields that have got crops. I need to put fertilizer across every single one of them. And they're ready for fertilizer now. Go and take a look here. Growth there. Well, not that one, but the rest of them, they're all ready. See, we've had a growth stage. So I got to go and do fertilizing across all the fields. I'm probably not going to bother showing you that because it's going to be really boring. Like we've done that, and I'm actually considering only doing one layer of fertilizer across the farm for like most of the stuff. Because it's just going to be easier, and I don't want to be constantly fertilizing. Fortunately, there isn't a mod that sort of allows you to only have to have one coat of fertilizer across a farm. I would really like it if there was, because you used to have an option where you could do 3 lots of fertilizer, or you could have 1 lot of fertilizer. And it would be really cool if we could do that again. Well, never mind the 3, but at least having 1 lot of fertilizer instead of 2. That would definitely be an improvement. And I also need to do something about this trailer. Right, we need one that tips out a bit faster, because this is slow. I don't want to be doing this. Let me get another couple loads a minute. There's 2 loads of silage gone in. And I'm just going to get a load of hay to go in as well. That one is now missing hay, but I've got 95,000 litres of total mixed ration in there for when we need it. So if I just go and get some hay a second, and then that will be able to make a bit more total mixed ration, and then we will be good to go for a little while on there. I don't want that. Wrong way. Let's go this way. Mineral feed 2000. What? Right, so because this one takes mineral feed as an incoming ingredient, which I forgot about because of the total mixed ration ones, if I've got the mineral feed here set to distribute, it's going to go to the wrong place. It will go to the other one as well, but it won't go to just the other one. So I'm going to have to change the output mode. Rather than constantly having to either move it round or wait till I got 100,000 litres in there, I think it'd be better if I do it the other way. And what we'll do instead is we'll just allow it to have 6 pallets of stuff sat outside there on that one, and then that'll be it. The rest of it we'll be able to bring over in a trailer and bring it over to this side. That's probably going to be the best way to go and do this, I think. Because I don't want to have it going to the wrong place. I mean, yes, it would be nice to have it distributing to this one automatically, considering that it's fairly simple. I wonder if we can have the hay and silage being distributed automatically. I mean, it's when you've got big trailers, it's really easy to bring stuff around. But when you've got the small trailers like this, it takes forever. So I could just have that distribute. Hey, I could do that. There's no reason I can't. Hey, right there. Oh, okay. There is no. Hey, deactivate. Income. Oh, that's incoming materials. Outgoing. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We might better do this. So this top one here, that one. If I put that one to change the output mode to distributing, that will distribute to total mixed ration in here. It will put some into here, and it will put some into here. But if I go down to here and I take the mineral feed off of here and I change that output mode to distributing as well, any that is brought into here via the other one will then distribute out once more, and it will go into this one. So this one will hold 4 million litres. And then this one up here will hold a backup of 150,000. And this one here will also hold a backup of 100,000. So not huge amounts of backup, considering that the original one holds how much? Like 1 million? 200. Why did I say 4 million? I was reading that bit down there. It's not. It's 200,000. That one will hold 200,000 coming into there. So we have hundreds of thousands of mineral feed being held everywhere. So that does actually work. That's going to be absolutely tickety-boo and wonderful. So then we come down here to this one. And we go to hay and change output mode to distributing. And we go to that one, change output mode to distributing as well. And there's no output for straw for this one, so we won't worry about that. That has digestate as an incoming material, and it holds 20 million on there, but it doesn't have digestate. It does have digestate as an outgoing. So what does it use digestate for? Digestate. Wheat seeds, barley seeds, corn seeds. So I can make my own seed by bringing stuff in here. This one, digestate into liquid fertilizer, digestate into solid fertilizer in there. That's the only one that it does that with. There aren't any others. This one up here doesn't have any coming in. Neither does that one. So I could do the same again, in theory. And that will save me having to run around with the stuff from the BGA. So if we go here to the BGA and we go to that one, these two are just being sold off automatically. If I change that output mode to distribute, and I also go to here and I change the output mode for digestate there to distribute, this should now work magically. So we want to keep, that's the one that we want to keep an eye on. So let's go forward to 11 o'clock, because I think this distribution only happens on the hour. Right, let me go like that. 1, 2, and that should distribute out of here. It didn't distribute out. Oh, yes, it's just distributed out. I had some come in from the other one, and then it's distributed out. So this one, I've got 6,900 as distributed in. It's worked. It's actually worked. The hay, I got 445,000 here, 206,000 here. So why have I got hay not all distributed? Does it do it proportionately or something? I don't know. But it has worked. It's done what I wanted it to do. So this one here, it's got 152 left. That would have distributed everything. And then it would have like brought some in. This would have taken like half of it, and then this one would have taken some. So maybe we had 2,000 litres there. One came here and one came to the other one. And then we've also got the digestate here. I've got 6,900 litres in there, and that would have also distributed some out. Here we've got Digestate making, and then we go all the way down here to the solid fertilizer. That I've already had everything come in. So I should get digestate go into there on the next, on the hour bit. So let's just have a look here. Why aren't you, why aren't you doing it? Materials missing. Why isn't that, that should have distributed. That should be distributing in. Shouldn't be going anywhere else. I got nowhere else that it can go. This one. To gestate 12,000 litres in there. Why isn't it distributing over to this one? My master plan is falling apart. It might be because of liquids. Yeah, that's not working properly, and I need to slow down because I'm not sure what the cows are doing. They're probably starving by this point. So the master plan doesn't seem to be quite going according to the master plan. That one isn't getting the auto magic stuff come in where it should be. The digestate has all distributed into... Oh, wait a minute. This one... Yeah, but I'm distributing that out again. That's why it's coming in here, because this one holds 20 million litres. Now, I'm not using it up, but because I'm distributing it out again, it should distribute to the other one, but it's not. It's holding it. Is it looping it? But is it like on some sort of magic loop? Because it's here, it's distributing it. Is it distributing it to ourselves? Is that what it's doing? Because I've still got a load of hay here as well. That's distributing in here because we have hay as an incoming product as well as an outgoing product. So it's doing it between the two. So digestate here, because this is 20 million litres that it holds, the solid fertilizer only holds 1 million litres. It's not getting anything coming in because it's prioritizing the other one for some strange, peculiar reason. I don't know why. Right, we'll leave that. We'll stick a pin in that. We'll leave it as it is for a minute, and then we'll come back to it. So we're on 95% health. Our productivity is on 100%. So I literally just run out of food right there. So I'm just going to drop that trailer right where he is. I'm going to rush over here, and I'm going to grab this one. I'm now on minus 540 because we've had the slurry being processed from our cows in the plant. And I want to take this one over here. I want to grab some mixed feed. I want to put that in for the cows. I should go and do some fertilizer spreading. That needs to be done. I need to spread all of the fields with fertilizer. I'm thinking that maybe we'll get a different fertilizer spreader. One that will go a whole lot wider than what we've got, although that's going to cost money, isn't it? If I go and get one like that, that does like a 90-meter spread or a 100-meter spread, honestly, at this point, I think that would be well worth it, because... Here we go, 22,000 litres. Okay, happy cows. I think it would be well worth it, because fertilizer is one job that I don't particularly like. So if I was to have a fertilizer spinner that had a width of like 5 times standard, I wouldn't have to pay a huge amount of money for it, but I'd be able to go and do all the fertilizing a lot faster than I can do it right now, which I think would be good. This is now auto-magically distributing, which is brilliant. It's bringing some in. But that would explain that my theory about why I'm not getting digestate go into the fertilizer plant right now is explained by the large capacity in the one over on the other side. Because it's distributing it to itself. I think that's what's happening. That's why I've got hay staying in there. It's distributing it back to itself, and it splits it according to how much it thinks each one needs. So this is requiring 100,000 litres, whereas the other food here is requiring 200,000 litres. So it's prioritizing putting it into that one. And unfortunately, the digestate is being prioritized in here, because this is saying 20 million litres. Is this... Oh, cat farm supplies production. So what I need to do is I need to change the cat farm supplies production. And I need to alter the 20 million litre digestate capacity that I've put on there. Well, I haven't put that on there. I think that was on there already. I mean, I may have done that. I may have been the one to do that. Not thinking that I would ever need it. And we will change that around so that instead of it having that capacity, it's got, say, 20,000. But change it to 20,000... then, in theory, the next hour on the hour, all the digestate should be pumped out of there and go into the fertilizer thing instead. And we're on negative 540 euros, and if I want to be able to make any money, I'm going to need to change that around a bit. I'm going to get one more load here and put in for the cows. And then, because I would like to very soon be able to get a new... at least get an upgrade for this one. So the first upgrade is like 48,000. And that will allow me to double what I can carry in this one, which I feel would be a whole lot better. At least then I'd only have to do like one load for one day, which would definitely be better than the 22,000 litres that I'm carrying right now. Even though it does load and unload nice and quick. Like, there's no complaints about that bit. So let's shut you off there. Right, so that one was changed. This one still hasn't put anything out, and we're on 22,000. I got a feeling that it's going to wait until we got 25,000. I'm going to have 25,000 litre pallets coming out here. But maybe I did that so that then the bigger versions of the factory, they've got even bigger version. I might have done that, actually. That I wouldn't put it past me. That is exactly the sort of thing that I would do. This bread is getting soggy. Alright, this bread is getting soggy. We need to do something about that. I've got some goods here that we can sell. And what else have I got? I haven't got any other things that we can go and sell right now. But that bread right there, there is 5,000 litres of bread there. So it wouldn't surprise me if the reason that our milk is not coming out is because I got 25,000 litre pallets. Right, well, we'll find out. But I need to alter this one. So I'm going to change that from 20 million to 20,000. And then I reckon when we fast forward until 1,500, all of the digestate in there will then jump over into here. And I'm thinking that we take the solid fertilizer out of there and we go and sell it. Because we can take that to the sell anything plant. I mean, yes, I do need to go and do the fertilizer spreading first. But the BallySpring garage. Yeah, that is the right one. We can sell fertilizer everywhere here. Sell everything container. Sell everything. Okay, I don't know where sell everything is compared to sell everything container, but the BallySpring garage buys fertilizer at a pretty decent price. I mean, it's 1,600. That's not like break the bank kind of price. That's actually pretty good. That gives us about 70 grand, which would then be able to upgrade this one and we'd better do a few other things with. Let me change this one over first. Okay, I have had a Christmas break, so I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what it was that I was doing before I left. However, I know that I've got a feed mixer here that has 22,000 litre capacity, and I have got food in here that I can take around to the cows, so we can put a bit of this over into the cows. I'm not sure actually if the trailer takes a little bit more. I really hope that you've all had a wonderful Christmas break, and well, even for those of you who don't have a Christmas break and you don't celebrate it or whatever, I really hope that your last few weeks have been absolutely marvellous. It is the new year for just about everybody who's watching, so I hope that your new year went well and that you had lots of fun. I'm just going to unhitch this one a minute. We need to make a shed to put some of this stuff in. It's very important that we have a shed. Just generally, I'm hoping that everybody is doing wonderfully and amazingly. Right, this is 22,500, which is not very much different to the capacity of the feed mixer, but this one tips out a lot slower, so I'm not going to worry about it. Right, that one's going to stay there, and yes, it's probably going to spawn out. Let's just go back. The feed, there we go. Mineral feed over here is distributing, but I did. Oh wait, no, I changed it. I changed it and I tested it. I remember now. So the mineral feed is distributing, and I didn't want it distributing over into this one. So what I've done is I've updated the capacity on the mineral feed, and that is now distributing. It's only got 10,000 litre capacity, so it will distribute a little bit in here, but it won't distribute very much. Then the hay is distributing in here, and it's also distributing into the cattle feed mixer. Can't really do very much about that one because I do need a large capacity on here for when it processes. Same with the silage and the straw, so that will just sort of stay as it is. The digestate, though, that was the one that we're wondering about. So I had a whole load more in here, and I think we've already gone past the hour or whatever, but we got 14,000 litres in here, but it wasn't distributing into the other one, and it is now distributing into the other one because I've gone and changed it. So if we go over to here, this was distributing out of here, which was fine, but I actually wanted that to distribute auto-magically into the solid fertilizer one, which it wasn't doing previously. However, it is doing it now. It will bring that over, and we're doing 4-to-1 for the mixture. Now, I did say that I've run calculations, and for the actual game itself, fertilizer should be done at a rate of 66-to-1 at the bare minimum. That is what the field calculations are. Some people find, and they've told me over on Discord, have said, well, actually, they've run some calculations, and they actually found it to be better to do it at about 100-to-1 to get it more accurate. But this is all about crazy, so we're going to go with crazy. And this is going to be a good source of income. It's not like we're generating it from nothing. Well, we are kind of, but, you know, the digestate is coming over from the cattle, from the manure, and so on. So I'm quite happy with this setup that we've got and how it's going to be coming in. So we've got 58,000 litres of fertilizer in there. So I'm going to take one trailer load, fill it all the way up to the very brim, and we are going to go trotting off to the sell point. Now, if we take a look at the solid fertilizer over here, max value 58,000, max price 1,600, the current price 1,638. Now, that's the BallySpring garage. Where is the BallySpring garage? Well, actually, what I want to look at, down here, solid fertilizer right there. So the sell everything container is actually lower than everything else. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.